Victoria's at the helm.
And she would like to point out that she's a bit of a nervous driver in a sizable car like this, so we'll see how it goes.
Do you know slowly getting used to the crate?
Well, I suppose if I'm nervous, I'm not as nervous as the wig.
No, but she's lying down now.
I think the soft bed helps.
I think so, which is good. But we're leaving.
We're leaving. We'll
edit that out. We've left Yeovil.
And we're on our way to Gloucester Services' first stop.
Yes.
To try and find, to my recollection, loaf of bread, one leek, some orange San Pellegrino, lunch, and I believe that was everything. I might look for a good book there as well, because I've currently got stuff that we've had for a while.
She's only got 2 books to read, and that will only last her until the first few days.
Well, I'm glad you understand my pain.
Indeed. But Yeovil leaving, Gloucester bound, ready for the Lake District. Woo!
Just pulling out of our second stop at Limb Services. Wiggles is still convinced that she's going to suffer a terrible fate in this crate. She did sleep for a little while in the last leg, and so did I, to be honest, but she's still panting and doing things like this. Have you got yourself into a bit of a tiz with your bed, my love? What are you doing? What's up? Oh, you're a big girl, you can sort that out. So, back on the road, according to the sat-nav, we've got about an hour and a half to go before we get to the campsite. All being well, we'll get there a little bit before we're technically allowed to check in, so we may go foraging for some lunch or just some nice views, depending on how we do. We did get in a little bit of hot breakfast at Gloucester Services, so I don't know about you, but I'm, not starving.
I'm always hungry.
Well, yes, my dear. Okay, so off we go again on this really weird figure of 8 roundabout that they've got going on here at Limb, and we'll check back in with you soon. We have arrived at the first campsite. To give you an idea of the wonderful view we've got, this is the edge of the pitching field, and this is what we can see. It's all set on a working farm, so there's pitches all over the show. We've already had a tractor come through, so next job, because looking at the sky we might be in for a little bit of rain, is to pitch the tent and set everything up. So what do you think of the campsite, my dear?
So quiet.
Yes, we're both whispering because it is very, very, very quiet here. It even says in the rules there's no children under the age of 12, no radio music or anything. The idea is to just let the quiet of nature in. So we're going to start the tent quickly and we'll be back later. Thomas has just legged it into the village to get some cash because the pub we're going to tonight called and said the card machine is down, do you still want to come? So that's fine, adapt and overcome, not a problem. So I thought while he was gone I would give you a quick tour of the tent now that everything has been set up properly. Let me turn the camera around. First off, some obligatory wooga footage. Hello! Hello! Do you know? What's this? This is a hello. He's very worried that Thomas has gone and left us. So, got out the front here, set up with table and chairs over our beautiful view. And then in here, we've got kayak, gas, food, kitchen items all over here. It might seem silly to have it here, but it's actually the most shaded spot there for the gas, so I'm going to keep that there. Here we have a Uber. next to the net door so that she can get as much cool air as physically possible. A bit more food, I need to do something with that. And then in here, probably the most comfortable camping situation I've ever been on. So we've got our 2 camp beds, unnecessarily well insulated sleeping bags. Given the temperature today, these are not going to be necessary. Pillows, because pillows just make camping better, as we all know. And our clothes down there. Considering how much we filled the car up, both Thomas and I were thinking we've packed way too much stuff. This doesn't seem quite right. It all seems to have its spot. And when we get up in the morning for coffee, I mean, if I back up so you can see the edges of the tent, I mean, come on. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's because you woke us up. It was time to start the day, according to you. It was. It was. It was. Excuse me. I think enjoy some rabbit poo in the morning. Is that nice? Plan today is to head to Stickle Tarn. I don't know when we're going to set off, once we've had some coffee and breakfast, I think. So we'll check back in with you soon. Bye!
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've just arrived at the base of Stickle Tarn, and we're going to head up and see if we can do some wild swimming. Not gonna lie, it's not the warmest day in the world.
It's not the best weather for it.
Yeah, speaking of weather, this all doesn't look too bad behind me. As you can see over here, there are some clouds rolling in. We are heading up there somewhere. Got Wiggle in hand. Got Thomas in hand. We have a floaty.
We have the floaty.
All right, in that case, let's go and see what we can find.
And not get lost in the cloud.
Well, how bad can it possibly be?
Pub's open early here, so we'll be fine.
Pub's open early, so if worst comes to worst, we can go to the local and wait for this quite literally to blow over. Minor issue with the wild swim plan is that it's rather full of reeds.
At least Juno's having a nice time. Oh dear. Not ideal.
I can't really see. Shall we?
We ride up there. Stickle Pike.
Yes. That is certainly some view. Even if we can't see all of it.
Yeah. Who's a good girl? Good girl. Always remember the silicone packet.
So what are we having?
Dal with rice and spinach. It's going to go into there.
Looks like the sort of thing that old people put in a bowl to make their lounges smell nice.
Indeed. Oop, oop.
We've had fire pot before for trips like this, but the plastic packets, so basically it looks like this. And then on the side there's a little counter of where you would then pour in hot water and leave it. Obviously these wonderful compostable bags, you can't do that because they'll just fall apart in your hands presumably. So we've treated ourselves to a thermos food canteen, I suppose. But this is the largest sized one, and I still wouldn't say it's huge.
No.
I suppose the idea is that everyone has their own.
Indeed.
Well, we know that for future.
It's been made with boiling water. Boiling water. Good.
See in there looks
purest green.
Purest green.
How is it?
Cold.
Damn it. Too cold?
It's,
Oh no.
it is cold.
That's not... I agree with Juno.
You filming?
Yes.
Come on. 3, 2, 1.
You're right.
Oh, good man.
Yes.
Let's go, come on. Come on, good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl, come on, come to me.
It was good. Yes. Oh, you're the cleverest of girls. Yes. Good girl. Good girl.
It's been a pretty grey day in so far, particularly for the swimming that we just did. So obviously now, as you can see from my squinty expression, is when the sun comes out. One last look at this really beautiful spot. You can see all the way down to the bottom. It's stunning and very secluded. How must be said, my dear? I'm very jealous of whoever lives over there.
Yeah.
About to make a start on some dinner. Tonight we have got egg fried rice stir fry. Thomas is just firing up the Kadak for me. So what have we got here? We've got some pre-chopped that I did earlier, onion and ginger, carrot, mushrooms, bell pepper, a cheap rice. Wouldn't normally use a packet, but it's camping, you've got to make life easy. More eggs, some This is easy garlic that I made at home before we left, so that's just minced cloves of garlic with oil and salt. Some, again, stir-fry sauce that I made at home, so rather than bring oyster sauce, soy sauce, etc. with us, which is a pain in the arse, I just made what we needed and bought it in a package. Chili flakes, because obviously. Some squeezed, chopped, frozen and now thawed tofu, so that will have the best possible texture. And now I've got a hot kadak. Let's get to work. Stir fry is complete. What do you think, my dear?
Bloody good. Really bloody good.
Now with some extra chili flakes, and a dead to the world squishy bee. Oh, there are worse places to take naps.